Hey, what's up, guys? Mr. Weaver here. Let's see what we're doing today. All right, welcome back. I know this is day 2, but I am not here, so you're going to watch this quick mini lesson tutorial. Actually, we'll go over lesson 1 real quick because you should have turned in your document with your published link on lesson 1. So let's go over that real quick before you get into lesson 2. So, lesson 1. You had to do the do now. And remember, that was student opinion. You know, which block of code is most important in coding or programming video games? I tend to think it's the if then logic because you got a lot of you have a lot of conditional statements yielding specific outcomes in a video game. Some of you may put variables for assigning data properties, or maybe it's the loops because it serves as a powerful tool because you're got the constant redundancy within the video game. Okay, but that was your opinion, student opinion. So hopefully you answered that. You guys did chase the pizza. You followed the tutorial, and then you answered my quick questions here. And remember, I wasn't counting off for any kind of grammatical or misspellings or using part of the question in part of your answer. It was just a short little blurb that you were going to throw in there explaining your block code. So obviously the first one, the on start. So when the program begins and you set background color, it's going to set the scene of your game. What is a sprite? Sprites are your characters. What is the move my sprite with buttons? Well, you've got the left, right, up, down that you can use the arrows or you can use your keypad, and it determines the speed of motion and velocity of your sprite. This is your canvas. The question says, enter the sprite editor. What is the editor mode for in the gallery mode? The editor mode was to create your own original sprite or your scene background, and the gallery has pre-made sprites within them. This is an important block of code for your sprites. Any code blocks we put inside this block will only execute when what occurs. This is your overlap. You will use multiple of these, and you probably use multiple of these in your last game that you coded. Okay, so it's when your player, your sprite, overlaps what happens. Okay, whether it overlaps the enemy or overlaps the food sprite that you created or what have you. You're going to be using this block of code in the next few lessons. Then you were supposed to place your screenshot, and there's mine. And with the math drawer, remember, you've got your pick randoms, whereas placing your sprites in random places on your or within your game. All right, then you were supposed to do the assessment. Hopefully you did that. I wanted you to add a second food and an overlap, and whether it's the other food takes away a point or you have a negative point for when you overlap that, or you gain 2 points. I mean, you got to choose there. Okay, the bonus that was with the point system as well, and you were supposed to put in a countdown. Then you needed to put in your publish link. Remember, always hit the share button, publish your link, and paste your unique original link into the document. That way I can go back and check your coding and your work. Plus, you need that link because if you don't save anything, then the district wipes away cookies and histories, and you'll never get your coding that you worked so hard to do. Okay? And it won't be there. Your project will be gone. All right. Then your finished modified code, you were supposed to place that in there as well, and then turn it into Google Classroom. All right, today, lesson 2, real quick. Do the same thing, open the document. Remember, I have this link here that way you can go to the MakeCode arcade environment, and then you start the tutorial. Today's tutorial is Happy Flower. Please do not start a new project. Go straight to the tutorial for Happy Flower. Okay? Answer your do now question, then finish the tutorial, answer these questions here. Okay, put in your screenshot. You will be designing a bee and a flower today. You're going to be making a projectile. Okay, and then put in your link, your published link here. Remember, always hit the share button, put in your unique original published link there, paste it, and then hit the space bar. That way it goes live and I can click on the link and go straight to your coding. Remember, do lesson 2 assessment. And remember, I have these color coded to help you out on which drawers you need to pull out these block codes. Okay, you're going to be using the move because you're going to create the flower. You're going to make the flower move, and you're going to have the bees bounce off the walls. And the bonus is the bee projectile sprites bounce off the walls as well. So it should look something similar to this. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. And wait for it. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Come on. Loading, and it should look like this. You have a simple flower that you created, and then as you move the flower, I cannot go off the screen. My sprite cannot go off the screen. It stays within the screen. And then it also has bee projectiles here, there, and everywhere, and regenerating, and they bounce off the walls, and that's all. Okay? Now, this is just a simple lesson. Take your time in coding and creating your flower and your bee. And obviously, we don't have points or a countdown in this one. But remember, all these lessons are stair-stepping to the main final game where you will be adding all the codes that you've learned in previous lessons to the last lesson. Okay? So again, this is just a simple little coding deal, but you can always go back when you get to lesson 6 to go back to your lesson 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and see what you've done to help you create your final game. All right. That's it. Enough talking from me. You guys get started. Remember, you can sit around the room in groups of 2, no more than 3. You can put your desks together. If you're together, have your mask on. You can work individually. You can sit anywhere in the room on the floor, but you must be working and answer all the questions and do the assessment and the bonus. And then we'll check it when I get back. All right? Be good. Weaver out. Maybe.